Hi everyone, thank you so much for clicking on the video. This is going to be part 1 of an ongoing series of breakdancing tutorials. Before we get into that, however, what I'm going to be doing first is taking you on a deep dive of the history of the art form itself. And we're going to be doing this to get a better appreciation of those moves when we're performing them, whether it be on stage or just outside the house. With that said, conductor, give me a beat. The year is 1898. Oil had just been invented, and plans were put in place to ensure that invading another country and committing war crimes for the substance wouldn't happen. US Congress had just declared war on Spain, and Robert Allison becomes the first person to buy an American-built automobile. Now, whilst all this was going on, the little-known spot New York City annexes land from surrounding counties and splits them into 5 boroughs. One of the boroughs is now modern-day Queens, but back then it was known as Fiddly City, home to the dance known as the Fiddlington. Look familiar? June 1950. The start of the Korean War. Nearly 2 million US citizens were drafted to serve, with a staggering 98% coming from Fiddly City. In between committing war crimes and backing a regime led by US puppet coward Syngman Rhee, the Fiddly City soldiers would dance the Fiddlington. The people of Korea were enamoured by this but unimpressed with the name. And this was because in Korean, Fiddlington translated to "I am the one who knocks." Thus, a new name needed to be born. The mighty Korean leader Kim Il-sung was the one who suggested the name breakdancing, meaning "I am the one who knocks." A much more fitting phrase to dance by. After the war, the people of Fiddly City were outraged to find their home had been renamed Queens after Queen Latifah. Not that one, but another one. One name that did stick, however, was breakdancing. This brings us to, arguably, one of the most important decades for breakdancing, the 70s. And what a decade it was. Pavements, largely decriminalised in New York City in the 60s, were found to have major benefits to not only the concrete industry, but to people, finally giving them somewhere to walk. They were formally legalised in 1972. The Zirconium Act of 1975 had passed and allowed shoelaces to be made from other materials, and the biggest scandal in America was about to take place.
It has become apparent to me that the breakdancing in this beautiful country is out of control. From now on, the breakdancing, which may or may not be responsible for the Watergate scandal, which I may or may not be an expert in, is hereby banned.
From that day forward, all forms of breakdancing became illegal. After 2 hours of writing, everyone sort of forgot why they were annoyed and moved on. Breakdancing was re-legalised in 2001 and has seen a huge resurgence ever since. And this brings us to the main topic of this video: how to breakdance.